We have seen this disinformation. We understand that it comes from Russia. We understand that. And we have evidence that these numbers are being discussed between America and Russia. So, unfortunately, President Trump, who we have great respect for as the leader of the American people, whom we respect very much, who supports us constantly, unfortunately lives in this disinformation space.
He refuses to have elections, is low in the real Ukrainian polls. I mean, how can you be high with every city is being demolished? It's hard to be high. Somebody said, oh no, his polls are good. Give me a break. Every city is being demolished. They look like a demolition site, every single one of them. And the only thing he was really good at was playing Joe Biden like a fiddle. He played him like a fiddle. That's an expression we use, Yasser, to say that he's pretty easy. A dictator without elections. Zelensky better move fast or he's not going to have a country left. Got to move fast because that war is...
I want very much from Trump understanding of each other to hear what is going on. What are the security guarantees? It was partly in the victory plan of Ukraine in order to have a strong Ukraine on the negotiating table. Security guarantees from Trump are much needed.
I
would not describe the words President Trump addressed to me as a compliment, to put it mildly. Why be offended? Only someone who is a dictator would be offended by the word dictator. As for me, I take it as, well, what can you do? We will somehow live with the United States. We definitely won't be dictators. It's just not interesting. I am a legitimately elected president. I didn't come to power by force. I did not come to power. I was elected. 73%. The main thing for me was that we are not debtors, and despite what the media says, the agreement does not include $500 billion in debt, $350 billion, or $100 billion. Because that would be unfair, I think, to us. I really asked for at least an understanding that we equally see that all this is part of future security guarantees. That's why, even in the framework agreement, I really wanted at least a sentence on Ukraine's security guarantees to appear.
During the war, everybody has problems. Even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless.
You don't
God
know that.
bless. You will not have a war.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
And we are thankful. I said thanks
you haven't
in
been
this
allowed.
cabinet.
You haven't been allowed.
In this cabinet.
We gave you, through this stupid president, $350 billion.
You voted
we gave
for
you
your
military
president.
equipment.
You
and you
voted
men
for
are
your
brave,
president.
but they had to use our military.
What about
if you didn't have our military equipment,
if
you didn't have our military equipment, this war would have been over in 2 weeks.
In 3 days, I heard it from Putin. In 3 days. This is something
maybe
new.
Less.
In 2 weeks. Of course, yes.
Regardless of what happened earlier, despite everything, we remain constructive. We thought that the mineral agreement would be signed. On our side, we are ready to sign. Honestly, I think the United States will be ready as well. Probably, some time is needed to analyze certain things. I just wanted Ukraine's position to be heard. Of course, we in Ukraine have been receiving various signals for weeks, and there has already been a precedent for stopping aid. There was a stop of humanitarian aid, energy aid. There was also a halt in military aid at the end of January, but then everything was quickly restored. Ukraine will always be grateful to America for all the support that has been provided and is being provided, which is working to preserve the already quite fragile security foundations in Europe. This is not just about our country, this is about everyone in Europe. We want constructive cooperation, we want partnerships. We can only regret what happened in the White House instead of our negotiations, but we need to find the strength to move on, to respect each other, as we always respect America, Europe, and all our partners, and to do everything together to bring peace closer. And I thank everyone who supports Ukraine in this. There is very important news from the European Commission regarding significant funds for the defense of Europe. For us, this means, first of all, additional air defense, additional systems, additional missiles, additional ability to defend our cities and villages, our positions, All this creates a good additional basis for working to end the war. We will continue consultations and there will be new joint steps. Ukraine deserves peace. Ukrainians deserve respect. We know that the Russians have not changed their positions and demands regarding Ukraine. They will demand a reduction of our army, they will want a legal abandonment of our territories, and they will want a significant political deformation of Ukraine with a weakening of the Ukrainian constitution. And I will say that in fact, as long as we all in Ukraine stand together and firmly, as long as we are here, no one will succeed. The peace will be worthy. Glory to Ukraine.